I'm giving you my December pros and cons wrap up. Also, in this wrap up, you will be seeing the books I have read for the reindeer games on the shelf space Discord. It was a lot of fun. My team was Team Santa, even though we didn't win, and we were sort of like, it didn't really matter as long as we had our own personal goals of reaching each week, and that's what all that matters. And we also have our own chat together, group chat on there, so it's really good to engage with them. And I made even more good friends, so I'll get right on into it. So the first book I'm going to be talking about is 11/22/63 by Stephen King. The prose is compelling. You can tell King did an excellent research for his novel. It was cool that the main character ran into the characters from the book It. At one point he was in Derry and he ran into the main characters from when they were kids. The cons is too much pages didn't need to be as long as it did. Too long-winded for Stephen King, and very slow pacing. And what I mean by it was long-winded, whatever the equivalent is to someone who likes to hear themselves talk, that's what this is. And basically his attempt at romance. The next one is The Bear and the Nightingale by Katherine Arden. The prose is well researched, amazing atmosphere, and unique. The cons is repetitive and old-timey, bland characters, and slow. The next one I read is Wicked Lovely by Melissa Mair. The prose, the writing style, invisible world of the fairies, Anislin, I'm sorry, I can't say one of the characters' names, stole the book. The cons is the ending fell flat. The flat supporting characters, and some also felt that she was whining, meaning she, the main character. The thing is about this book is that the author built up to this fight, and then the fight felt like two toddlers fighting over a toy, and when the other one wins the toy, the other toddler cries. That's basically what it felt like. Next one is Illuminate by Amie Kufman. The prose is the book layout, storytelling unique. Audio and physical reading made it more engaging and fun, and visually fun. The cons, a little young feeling, the teenage love affair, and looks better from far away. I saw that in a review, and I just had to put that in there because it was funny. The Shadows Between Us by Tricia Lavenseller. The prose, perfect Slytherin romance. The main character unapologetically herself. It was fun and engaging. The cons, the plot was a mess. Everything was solved easily. You are told everything without room to guess on your own. Fireborn by Rosaria Munda. Pros, good start to a series. Lee made the book. Amazing world building. The cons, no distinctions between POV voices. Somehow felt hard to follow and very slow plot. So I listened to the audiobook and physically read it with Kindle, with my Kindle app. So the voices were distinct. So I don't know if someone who just read it physically via Kindle or actual physical book, I really can't say, but I didn't have that issue. But that was a lot of the issues when I read some of the lower stars on Goodreads. The next book I read is Haunted by Meagan Spooner. The prose, one of the good retellings of Beauty and the Beast. Haunting, well written. The main character independent, strong, willful, and brave. The cons is a lack of originality, the snowflake syndrome, and predictable plot. The next one I read was The Sword of Kaigen by M.L. Wang, or Wang. Prose, good job of exploring themes of grief. Fun, magical system. Strong mom. Yo, this mom in this book was fucking bad ass. The cons, info dumpy. The novel is this desire and need of a guiding editor, and the novel feels not quite fully developed. The next book was The Kiss Quotient by Helen Hoang. Prose, equal parts steamy and adorable. Stella is a strong character. Hero is very patient and sensitive. The cons is not very romancy, insta-lovey, and minimal conflict. The next book that I read was Nightingale by Dugo. The prose, thrilling, dark and mysterious, keeps you engaged. The cons, barely any dialogue, too much narration, felt rushed. Then the next book I read was All Systems Red by Martha Wells. I was so happy to be reading this because ever since Mara from Books Like Wall talked about it, and my friend from Shelf Space, Charmaine, raved about it as well, and I finally got to it for one of the prompts. The prose is Murderbot only wants to watch TV. Murderbot is well-written character, fun read. The cons is lack of distinction of tech and setting, weak characters. A lot felt it was boring. I mean, every single 1-star, 2-star, and some 3 stars, almost every one of them had boring. And I had a hard time looking for the cons of this book because I liked it so much. So I just had to put like something for the last one because everything else was actually, I don't know. Anyway, Moving on, Three Dark Crowns by Kendra Blake. Prose, rich, engrossing world, strong characters, super unique. Cons, some characters were masographic. I can't read my reading. Sorry about that. A very strong hate towards Joseph, and most hated the romance. The next book I read is The Kingdom of the Wicked by Kerri Maniscalo. She's also the author of Stalking Jack the Ripper, one of my favorite YA series. The prose is the setting, which is in Sicily, Italy. The food, of course, because it's in Sicily, Italy. And worth is everything. You know when you read the book. The cons: cliffhanger ending, inconsistencies with the plot, and mythology not explained well. And then that's the end of the pros and cons part. But I did read one other book for the Shell Space Ranger games, was The Tale of Desperaux, and that was for one of the prompts. I'll have it down here or in my face, whatever I feel like doing. So I had a good time revisiting. It's one of my favorite middle grade books. I first read the book when I was in college for a teacher's aide. It was children's literature class, and it was one of them my favorite books that we had to read in the class. And I'm currently reading, you guessed it, yes, Bloody Rose by Nicholas Ames. My buddy read person finished it already this month. I would have had finished it, but I had some mental health issues and a bunch of other elements and sleeping issues. So that's a very good excuse because it was affecting my reading. And I'm still pretty good this month. I think as of right now, I have read 12 books this month. So I think I'm still pretty good with it. It's just I never had this affect my reading. So moving on. So my plans for this channel and my reading plans for this year 2021 is that maybe I have to really think on it because I really want to get better at my editing, and the app that I have on my phone really doesn't work well when I want to edit in the middle of my video. So the one that I did download before, and the only reason I got rid of it is because I wasn't gonna pay for it, and also had at the end of the corner their logo going a lot, and that was kind of annoying. But maybe if I just stick with that and then actually be able to edit in the middle of my video where I want to edit something out, then I'll just have to deal with it. Also, I want to get a schedule down. I want to keep my actual wrap-ups in the beginning of each month, because then that way it would be last month's, because that's why I've been last month's reading. That's what I actually been doing. So in the beginning, at least at the latest the second week of each month, but I want to have a beginning of the month of the wrap up, and maybe have a vlog of some sort in between in there, maybe do some other videos throughout the month so I can be engaged in there and at least have a schedule up. I'm not sure, I just know for a fact that I just want that vagueness, because that, and have some more of an idea of the days, and when I have that I will keep you updated. Also, my big reading goal for this year is to read more and diversely, meaning that I already have my LGBTQIA plus down. I have Asian culture and Asian authors down, but I just need to work on my Black and Brown and Indigenous authors. I looked up a few things on my own, and I have an idea of what I want to, of authors I want to read. But if you guys have any suggestions for Spanish, Latinx, Latina authors, put them down in the comments. And any indigenous authors that I should be looking at, please put that in the description box, not the description box, in the comments. Obviously, I have researched to what I think is I'll be interested in. But if you have any suggestions, I am welcome to them. Also, what would help me out, what's going to really jump into more of the Black authors is next month, a lot of Black YouTube creators and Instagram creators got together and are making an all month long Black authors reading month in February. So that'd be good. They even have like a bingo board and everything like that, and there's going to be prizes. But I'm going to try and participate in that, because it's not just a week long, it's a couple of weeks long, and there's a live like at the 27th or 28th or 29th, I don't remember, but that looks really cool. And I also wanted to get into more romance as well, because I like romance, and that would be a good way to jumpstart my romance reading along with reading Black authors. So that would be great to do. So that is that. So if you got to this point in the video, please leave a rose or any other type of flower emoji in the comments. Thank you for watching, and